The moment my mother caught us holding hands at the top of the stairs, I knew our dangerous secret was out and our lives were about to change forever. My name is Stella. I am 28 years old. I live in a small apartment. I work at a bookstore. My days are always the same. I wake up, I go to work, I come home, I eat dinner, I watch TV, I go to bed. I have no boyfriend. I have no roommate. Most days I am alone. My apartment is very quiet. Sometimes I feel sad. I smile at work. I help customers. But inside I feel empty. My family is not simple. When I was 7, my parents divorced. Mom was very sad. Dad left. He moved to another city. I missed him a lot. I was 10 years old. Mom met a new man. His name was Robert. Robert was very nice. He smiled a lot. He talked to Mom. Mom was happy again. Robert had a son. His name was Julian. Julian was 12 years old. His mom died. Robert raised Julian alone. Mom married Robert. We moved to his house. Now Julian and I live together. We were stepbrother and stepsister. Julian was very quiet. He stayed in his room. He read books. He listened to music. I tried to talk to him, but he did not talk much. I felt strange in the new house. This was his home first. Robert was his dad first. I was new. I did not belong here. We lived together for 5 years. We ate dinner together. We went to school, but we were not friends. We were polite. We were careful. We did not get close. Then something bad happened. I was 17. Julian was 19. We had a big fight. We said mean things. I cried. Julian shouted. It was terrible. The next week, Julian left. He went to college. He never came home. He called Robert sometimes, but he never asked about me. Years went by. I finished school. I got my job. I moved out. Julian stayed away. I felt angry. He left me. He forgot me. Did he hate me? I stopped thinking about Julian. It hurt too much. I pretended he was not real. Last week, Mom called me. She said Robert is sick. His heart is weak. He needs to rest. He needs family. Then Mom said something else. Julian is coming home. He will visit Robert. He will stay 2 weeks. My hands shook. Julian is coming back? After 10 years? I do not want to see him. I am scared. What will I say? What will he say? Will he be angry? Will I be angry? I cannot sleep at night. I remember that fight. I remember his cold face. I remember my tears. I remember when he left. I remember the silence. I want to stay away. I could say I am busy. But Mom needs me. Robert is sick. I must go. This weekend, I will go home. I will see Julian again. My heart beats fast. I am nervous. I am afraid. I pack my bag. I choose nice clothes. I want to look strong. I want to look happy. But inside I am scared. Inside I still hurt. The drive is 2 hours. I think the whole time, what will happen? Will Julian look at me? Will he talk to me? Will he say sorry? Will I say sorry? I do not know. I only know this weekend will be hard. Very hard. I arrive at the house on Saturday morning. She hugs me tight. She smells like flowers and cookies. Mom says she is very happy I came. I walk inside. The house looks the same. Same brown sofa, same blue curtains, same family photos on the wall. Robert sits in his chair. He looks tired. His face is pale, but he smiles when he sees me. He says hello to me. His voice is weak. I hug him carefully. I ask how he feels. He says he is okay. He says he feels better now. Mom brings tea. We sit in the living room. We talk about my job. We talk about the weather. Nobody mentions Julian. Then I hear footsteps on the stairs. My body goes stiff. My heart pounds very fast. Julian walks into the room. He is taller than I remember. His hair is shorter. He wears jeans and a gray sweater. He looks older. He looks more serious. Our eyes meet. For 1 second, everything stops. Julian says hello to me. His voice is calm. His voice is deeper than before. I say hello. My voice sounds cold. We stand there. The room feels too small. Mom watches us. Robert watches us. Nobody knows what to say. Julian says, "It has been a long time." I say, "Yes. A very long time." He tries to smile. I do not smile back. I look away. Mom clears her throat. She says Julian arrived yesterday. She says he brought Robert new books. I say that is nice. But I do not look at Julian. The air feels heavy. I want to leave the room. But I cannot be rude. We all sit down. Mom serves lunch. We eat soup and bread. Julian sits across from me. I focus on my food. I do not look up. Julian talks to Robert about his work. He is an engineer now. He lives in another city. He designs buildings. I listen, but I do not join the conversation. I stay quiet. After lunch, I go to my old bedroom. The room is exactly the same. My old bed, my old desk, my old posters on the wall. I lie down. I close my eyes. I am so tired. That evening I try to stay in my room, but Mom calls me for dinner. I have to go downstairs. Julian is in the kitchen. He is helping Mom cook. He stirs a pot. He chops vegetables. He looks comfortable. Mom asks me to set the table. I get the plates. I walk past Julian. He smells like soap and coffee. Mom laughs. Julian smiles. I eat quietly. After dinner, Julian washes the dishes. I dry them. We do not talk. He hands me a plate. Our fingers almost touch. I pull my hand away fast. The next day is Sunday. I wake up late. I go to the kitchen. Julian is there. He is making coffee. He says, "Good morning." I nod. I do not say anything. I pour cereal into a bowl. Julian puts a cup of coffee on the table. He puts it near my bowl. He says he made extra. I look at the coffee. It is hot. It smells good. I did not ask for it, but he made it for me. I feel confused. Why is he being nice? That afternoon, it starts to rain. Big, heavy drops fall. I need to go to the store. I forgot to bring my jacket. I stand at the door. I look at the rain. I do not want to get wet. Julian walks up behind me. He holds an umbrella. He says I should take it. I say I do not need it. He says it is raining hard. He says I will get sick. I say I am fine. He puts the umbrella in my hand. He says please. He says just take it. I look at his face. His eyes are gentle, not angry, not cold, just kind. I take the umbrella. I say thank you quietly. He nods. I walk outside. The umbrella keeps me dry. At the store, I think about Julian. He made me coffee. He gave me his umbrella. Why? What does he want? When I come back, Julian is with Robert. They sit together in the living room. Julian reads the newspaper to Robert. Robert has his eyes closed. He listens and smiles. Julian reads very slowly. His voice is soft. His voice is patient. Robert can understand every word. I watch from the doorway. This Julian is different. He is caring. He is gentle. He is responsible. This is not the angry boy I remember. This is not the cold brother who left me. Who is this person? Later, Julian helps Mom in the garden. He pulls weeds. He waters the plants. He carries heavy bags of soil. Mom laughs at something he says. I watch through the window. Julian looks peaceful. He looks happy. I think about the past. I remember the fight. I remember his angry words. I remember feeling so hurt, but that was 10 years ago. We were both young. We were both hurting. Maybe Julian changed. Maybe I changed too. That night at dinner, Julian asks me a question. He asks about my job. He says Mom told him I work at a bookstore. I am surprised. He wants to talk to me. I say it is good. I say I like books. Julian says he likes books too. He asks what kind of books I read. I hesitate. Then I answer. I say mystery books. I say sometimes romance. Julian nods. He says he likes mystery books too. We talk for a few minutes. We talk about books. We talk about stories. It is a small conversation, but it is something. Mom watches us. She looks hopeful. When dinner ends, I think about Julian again. He is trying. He is being kind. He is making an effort, but I am still scared. I still remember the pain. Can I trust him? Should I trust him? I do not know. Not yet. On Monday morning, Robert gets worse. He gets much worse. Mom finds him on the floor. He fell down. He cannot get up. His face is very pale. He breathes very fast. Mom screams. She tells us to call an ambulance. Julian runs to the phone. I help Mom lift Robert. He is so heavy. Mom is crying. The ambulance comes fast. Men in uniforms put Robert on a stretcher. They take him to the hospital. We follow in Julian's car. At the hospital, we wait. We wait and wait. The clock moves so slowly. Mom holds my hand. She is shaking. Julian talks to the nurses. He asks questions. He fills out papers. He stays calm. Finally, a doctor comes. The doctor says Robert had a heart attack, a small one. He says Robert needs to stay here for a week, maybe more. Mom starts crying harder. I hug her. Julian talks to the doctor. He asks about medicine. He asks about treatment. He asks what we need to do. The doctor explains everything. Julian listens carefully. He takes notes. We cannot see Robert yet. He is sleeping. The doctor says to come back tomorrow. Julian drives us home. Nobody talks. The car is silent. Mom cries quietly. At home, Mom goes to her room. She is exhausted. I make tea. Julian sits at the kitchen table. His face looks tired. I say thank you. I thank him for talking to the doctor. I thank him for handling everything. Julian looks up. He says, of course. He says Robert needs us. I bring him tea. We sit together. The house feels too quiet. I say, I am scared. I do not know why I tell him this. The words just come out. Julian says he is scared too. But he says Robert is strong. He says Robert will be okay. I want to believe him. I hope he is right. The next day we go back to the hospital. Robert is awake. He looks weak, but he smiles at us. He says we are his family. His voice is soft. Mom holds his hand. Julian and I stand at the end of the bed. Robert looks at us both. Robert says he is glad we are both here. He says he is glad we are together. Julian and I look at each other. Then we look away. For the next week, our lives change. Every day we go to the hospital. We take turns sitting with Robert. She does not want to leave him. At home, Julian and I work together. We cook meals. We clean the house. We do the laundry. We take care of everything Mom cannot do. Julian wakes up early. He makes breakfast for everyone. He is very organized. He makes lists. He checks what we need. I go to the store. I buy food and medicine. Julian cooks dinner. I wash the dishes. We do not talk much, but we work well together. We find a rhythm. One night Mom is too tired. She falls asleep at the hospital. Julian and I stay up late. We need to prepare food for the next day. Julian chops onions. I stir soup. The kitchen is warm. Outside it is dark and cold. I say, he is good at this. I say he is good at cooking. I say he is good at taking care of things. Julian shrugs. He says he learned. He says when he moved away, he had to do everything himself. I ask if it was hard. I ask about living alone. Julian stops chopping. He says it was very hard. He says especially at first. I ask why he stayed away so long. The question escapes. Before I can stop it, Julian is quiet. The only sound is the soup bubbling. He finally speaks. He says he thought it was better. He says he thought everyone was happier without him. I ask what he means. Julian puts down the knife. He looks at me. His eyes are sad. He says after that fight he felt terrible. He says he hurt me. He says he hurt everyone. He says he thought if he left the family could be peaceful. My throat feels tight. I ask if he left because of the fight. He says yes. He says he was angry. He says he was angry at himself mostly. He says he was so confused back then. He says he was confused about everything. I stir the soup slowly. I say I was angry too. I say I was angry for a long time. Julian says he knows. He says he is sorry. The words hang in the air. Simple words, but they mean so much. I ask why we fought. I say, I remember being so angry. But now I cannot remember why. Julian sits down. He looks exhausted. He says he told me I was not real family. He says he told me I did not belong here. He says it was cruel. He says it was wrong. The memory comes back, sharp and painful. Yes, he said those words. I cried for days. Julian continues. He says he was young and stupid. He says he was jealous. He says Robert loved my mom. He says my mom was kind to him. But he says he missed his real mom. He says he felt guilty for being happy. He says he pushed everyone away. I sit down too. My legs feel weak. I say I never knew he felt that way. He says he never told anyone. He says he just left instead. We sit in silence. The soup is ready, but neither of us moves. Julian speaks again. He says these 10 years he worked hard. He says he built a career. But he says he was lonely. He says he missed home. He says he missed Robert. He stops talking. I ask what else he missed. He says he missed having a sister. My eyes fill with tears. I blink them away. Julian says he is not good at this. He says he is not good at saying feelings, but he says he is trying. He says he wants to fix what he broke. I look at him. I really look at him. He is not the angry boy anymore. He is a man. A man who left home because he was hurting. A man who stayed away because he thought it was right. I say he is good at taking care of people. I say he takes care of Robert. I say he takes care of Mom. I say he even takes care of me. I mention the coffee. I mention the umbrella. I say he notices things. Julian smiles a little. He says I am his sister. He says, of course, he